There wasn't.
Take me higher.
Yes.
To Electric Avenue.
Live streaming.
Take it higher. Oh no.
Let's see who's here. So right now, 8 people are watching. That's probably us. If not,
Jenna,
say something in the chat.
Jenna, that glass of drink, whatever that is like the perfect orange. Oh, that's so
Dude, isn't that nice? This is mango juice.
Oh, I love it.
Yo.
Mango juice.
Ooh.
What?
It's good shit.
Does that glass have like a gold rim?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Check that shit out.
Oh my god.
Jenna's
Glass
like,
with the
I
finest
love
here.
sushi shit.
Man.
Okay, so I don't know who else is a fan of them, but these are like the best things I've ever had. They're called raspberry sticks. They're raspberry jelly like sticks that are covered in milk chocolate, and they are the craziest thing ever. And they're so good.
Okay. So follow up. Do you like chocolate oranges?
Yes.
Good.
What?
Chocolate
I have,
orange is so good.
Let's go.
I have a side shoot question. Thought of it when you said raspberries. So we have family friends from upstate New York originally, and they said that it's a tradition up there, not a tradition, but like a custom to dunk mozzarella sticks in raspberry preserves.
That's disgusting.
Can anyone from upstate confirm this?
Here's the thing.
Nah.
I am from Utica, and that okay. That sounds horrifying, but I would absolutely try it. Because I think
I
that's
tried it
one of
last.
those
I
things.
tried it, and it's not bad. But
Well,
it's
there's
not.
lots of like cheeses with fruit in them.
Yeah, cheese.
Well, yeah, because like they
goes
said it's
with
because
so much.
Yeah, that
they
is
said
true.
it's because like you usually have like raspberry with like brie cheese and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna say when you
But,
think pastries with cheese and raspberry in it.
Yeah, but that's like different because those types of cheeses are like sweeter cheeses. Mozzarella cheese has like a bland, distinct taste to it, you know?
I mean, as to reply to Josh in the chat, I mean upstate like Adirondacks because I'm from Buffalo too, and I had never heard of it before because mozzarella sticks are only meant to go in marinara sauce and your mouth, and that's it.
Well,
Have you guys ever had bacon wrapped plums?
what?
What?
Oh no, I swear that is
Yeah.
one of the best tastes. Genuinely, like sweet and safe. Oh,
Have you guys ever tasted sugar-coated dog shit before?
yeah.
It's an upstate thing. You didn't get it.
You wouldn't get it. It's just like Riggy's. You wouldn't get it.
What?
I was gonna say that sounds like a cannoli.
I mean, to be fair, when I first got to Fredonia, I had no idea what a sponge candy was because we don't have that downstate.
Sponge candy rocks.
I had no idea what it was.
Sponge
Yeah.
candy like runs through my veins.
Candy.
The only reason I know what those is because my grandma was super into it. She's like, "Oh, you want
Sponge candy is
sponge candy?" And I
terrible.
was like, "Yes."
It was poutine that like surprised me when I got here. You know, the French fries with the what is it?
I am
Curd
so
or something?
surprised that poutine is not a standard American food. Like it's
Joshua, I'm
correct.
glad
It's,
you're
if
having a
you go
great
into
time.
Canada, you go to McDonald's, you can get poutine on French fries if you want.
Yeah.
But I'm surprised it's not a standard American food. Like
It's
gravy
basically-
cheese.
It's like gravy and cheese curds, right?
Yeah,
It
doesn't that?
seems like it's a very American.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying I'm just surprised it's not more popular than it is.
Great.
Yeah. All right. Who else is here? Everyone in the chat, hey, how's it going?
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
We could.
I mean, I feel like we probably should.
Everyone that's here in the chat, say hi right now so we know you're here. We would love
Say
to
hi.
talk to you and see if he's here. So please do so. If you would be so kind. Well, bring it up. Bring up what's your favorite Valentine's Day candy? It's Valentine's Day. What's your favorite candy to receive?
Candy to
Yeah.
receive?
Yes. And then
Nougat's
It hurts
fun.
my teeth
I can get down
sometimes.
with nougat. Yeah, that
I
is
dig
one of
nougat.
my
It's super like sticky.
Yeah.
I just realized we were talking about iCarly before and crazy foods. We didn't even mention spaghetti tacos.
that's
Oh.
valid. That is valid. I made them once and I was really upset because they were really underwhelming. I was expecting like something so delicious from this TV show. And I just realized, man, it's just crunchy spaghetti. I hate it. I don't like that.
We've all been there.
Unless you
It's
made
a-
like beef noodles or something, that would be like an actual, I feel, spaghetti taco. But
Whatever it is, I was not happy with it. Yes, Lynn gets it.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember that episode. Yeah.
Yay! Yeah.
Let's not forget what's his face, the guy that skewers everything, like skewers the
Yeah.
donuts. I can't remember. He tried to skewer the tacos and they just kept
T-bone.
breaking. Yeah,
T-bone.
T-bone. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh man, Topher coming in hot with the unpopular opinion.
Topher.
Whoa.
Yeah, Topher. I will say this. I will say this, Topher. It's okay to have a wrong opinion. It's totally fine.
It's okay.
No, you're
Reading
speaking. It
here.
says that you are
You're
speaking.
speaking.
True.
Oh no, that'd be crazy if it just wasn't picking up your audio.
Oh, nice.
Will do.
Uh,
Lynn Jackson says thank you for letting him know. We're gonna try and figure that out. But for now, I think. Okay. We're gonna get started while Jackson figures that out. So, hello everybody. Thank you for tuning in to this live stream. Fredonia Radio Systems General Body Meeting, the first one of the semester. My name's Levi, and I am the general manager. Most of you probably know that. I don't know if we have anyone new here. If you're new, say hi in the chat, and we'll say hi back. And thank you so much for coming out. I say as if we're actually out anywhere. So today we're basically just gonna be talking about what we're gonna do at the station moving forward, our goals for this semester,
Test 1 2.
and what you guys can do in the station, out of the station, just all that kind of stuff. This is going to be a lot of housekeeping, and we have a little bit of doctrine stuff, which is like the guidelines that we have to follow through the school. That we have to check with you guys if y'all are cool with us making changes. Then we got to vote on it, but that'll be at the end.
If you
So
can
for
hear
now,
me, put a
we're
smiley face in the chat. Sorry, go ahead. Continue.
No, you're good.
Yes!
All right, we have Jackson now. And hello, Josh. Glad to see you here, and so glad we have a new face.
Hi.
Different
I know.
Josh. But
I know.
Hi, Josh, too. And yeah, so for now, we'll get started with our e-board reports, starting with Jules.
hi, I am Jules. I don't really have much to update. I write emails that you receive,
and set up lock-ins normally, which hopefully we can do something fun this semester, fingers crossed. You will get an email from me letting you know if that will happen or what's going on. I don't need any assistance, and other members will be talking about assistance later on. And I think that's pretty much everything. Next is Jenna.
Hey guys, I'm Jenna. If you don't know, I'm the chief engineer, so I make sure everything's running well. I fix stuff. When live sound is something we can do again, that's what me and my assistants do for other clubs. Just a few notes from me really quick. Um, as you know, you guys have to be trained before you can start a show. This semester, again, we're going to be doing like the training video and quiz that we'll send out when it's time for that to start rolling. You just have to watch the video, answer the questions on the quiz, and then you're good to start your show. Please remember also that there's a list of cleaning things to do on the doors of the prods. So make sure you're just doing all of those things before you leave the booth real quick so we can be COVID safe. Also, since it's the winter time, make sure when you guys are going into the booths again to start shows that you're grounding yourself. So there's like a strip of metal on the countertop. Literally just touch that before you touch anything else and you'll be good to go. I will be looking for assistance again this semester. Probably like 3 to 4 is the typical amount. So if you're interested in that, let me know. And if anything breaks, again, we're doing Google form malfunction reports this semester. So just make sure you're filling those out so we can get everything rolling. Thanks, guys.
And Jackson?
Hello, I'm Jackson. I'm the news reporter, news director and stream recorder. That is my job. I do a lot. I made the training video that you're gonna have to sit through. Sorry, and yeah, I need help. I do news reporting primarily, and I finally got the news team back up and running thanks to help with my assistants and Josh, my sports director. Hi, Josh. So if you're interested in pre-recording a news segment about local news, national news, weather, and then having that air, we do a once-a-week news show. We used to do shows every day, every weekday at 6, but now we're just doing the one to cover the week. So if you're interested in perhaps writing a weekly news segment or being a part of the PSA sweeper liner team. Is that Nini? No, what the hell am I talking about? Grapevines. Those are the little promotions we write for club events. I'm so tired. Please work for me. I'd love to have help. Thank you to all my people last year who were a part of the team. I hope you come back. Remember, if you do want to come back, you have to write another letter. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, I can be fun. Thank you.
And Josh?
Hello, as Jackson said, I am resident sportsman. I'm the sports director for the station. And good news, we will be having, well, okay, we should be having sports this semester. I talked to some of the guys in the athletic department, and as long as all the SUNY schools ratify the plans, should be like the end of next week. We should have baseball and softball starting in April. I'm hoping that we're going to have sports so that me and my assistants will have something to do. But yeah, so basically, other than live games, which we didn't get to do it all last semester because of COVID, we couldn't, or we would just do that and the news stuff. So basically, if you're an assistant of mine, you will record sports news weekly, and I'll show you how to do that and stuff. And me and Jackson will give you guys the script and everything. But yeah, shout out to Trevor Hauer 6. He's my biggest fan. But yeah, no, if you guys want to be my assistant, let me know. And it's just like Jackson, you just gotta write a letter, and you'll just be doing a bunch of new stuff. As long as sports get going, we'll be doing some live sports games, some play-by-play.
Okay, Connor.
Hi, I'm Connor. I'm the music director. So, what I do, I listen to all the music that comes into the station, and I don't listen to all the music that comes into the station. I don't listen to all of it, but I collect all of it, and then I listen to some of it, and I have my assistants listen to some of it. Last semester, I had 10 assistants. I'm fine with taking more. That's up to we'll see how it works. We'll probably keep it at 10, but I usually like to have a lot just because there's a lot of music that comes in. There's a bunch that just came in recently, and we're trying to get like digital automation started up so that we can have people email us music too. So I'm gonna need a bunch of hands on deck. If you already know me and you want to be my assistant, if you want to be my assistant again, shoot me a message, let me know. If you have my contact info already on like Instagram or something, let me know. If you don't, I'm gonna throw my email in the chat. Just email me, say, hey, I want to listen to music and put it into the station to play on air, and I'll try to get you in. Thank you.
All right, and I do have the email addresses of everyone who's talking about their positions in the notes that will be sent out after the meeting too, if you just want to look in there. Next is Olivia.
Hi, I'm Olivia. I'm the chief of archives, and I'm kind of under Connor. So any of the music him and his assistants listen to are sent over to the archives where we organize them and just put everything on shelves. It's really cool in there. You can find really cool music, and you like put the genre on it and everything. I had 2 assistants last semester, and I'm open to having more if anyone wants to join. It's a very small room, so I wouldn't really have more than one person in there at a time. Um, but yeah, no, it's simple. So obviously contact me if you'd like to join. No updates and all that, but yeah.
All right, Emily.
Okay, hi, I'm Emily. I am DVL's program director. DVL, in case you didn't know, and it's really easy to have a show on if anyone wants to start shows this semester, or if you already have a show, like you can keep doing that. Just let me know. One benefit of having a show on DVL is that there's no paperwork you have to do, besides like your jock form and your COVID stuff and training. You can just do your show on DVL. It's not as much paperwork as having a show on CVF. You can email me. I'm also looking for a couple of assistants this semester. I'm thinking like 2, but that's all I have.
Matt.
Hello, everyone. This semester, like we said, things are picking back up again. We're getting radio shows back up and running. As usual, there's 2 stations, WDVL, like Emily just mentioned, and WCVF, which I'm in charge of. WDVL does not have as much paperwork, but it is only streaming online instead of actually on like the radio dials. With WCVF, you will be able to be heard in cars and in or on any radio that has the basic AM FM dial, as well as streaming online. But because there is actual radio involved with that, there is a little bit more paperwork that is involved. You have to fill out your grapevine request or your grapevine forms. You have to fill out your log sheets and your sanitation forms. Because of COVID, it's a little bit different, but we are bringing it back. It is up and running. So if you want to have a show on WCVF, just email me. Jules will. You said, Jules, you're gonna put them in the chat.
I have everyone's emails in the minutes, so I was just gonna send that out after the meeting.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yep.
I am not really looking for any assistance this semester because most of the responsibilities and duties are not that difficult with COVID going on. I can just clean it up on my own. But if you do want to start your own show and you want to learn how to run a show on WCVF and learn how to do all of that, just email me if you have any questions about automation or how WCVF works. Cool. Thanks.
Yasel?
Hi guys, I'm the Yasel, first of all, and I'm the business manager. What I normally do is take care of the budget and yeah. What I'm working on now is the Andrew Collective. If you don't know what that is, that's basically the archives that is going to be turned into the Andrew Collective. I'm looking for 1 or 2 assistants that can help me because I'm trying to push underwriting and business letters this semester, and also for promotion ideas because, yeah. So if you're interested, please email me. Jules will send out the meeting minutes. Yeah, I think that's it. Oh no. If you haven't got merch, guys, get merch. You know, FRS merch, right? Right? I'll put the link in the chat. Yeah. I think that's it.
Okay, Spencer.
Hey guys, I'm Spencer. I am the production director / manager of the station, and what I do is every time you hear you're listening to WCVF or you're listening to WDVL, that's what we do. We make liners, sweepers, promos, and PSAs, off-campus and on-campus PSAs. And if you are interested in having your voice heard over the radio, please email me. Again, to reiterate, Jules will send that out in the meeting minutes. And actually, I want to touch on a quick point that Olivia made. I'm looking for 2 to 3 assistants, and when we do record, it is a very small room, so I will only have you be in the room if you do want to record. If you're looking to be interested in editing, I will definitely show you how to do that. We mainly work with Adobe Audition, so I'm pumped for this semester. I think everything is hopefully going to go smooth, and if you want to get your voice on the radio, let me know. I highly encourage you to do a radio show. They're super fun. Could be nerve-wracking at first, but it really is a good time, and I think you'll fall in love with it super fast. So if you want to email me, again, let me know. 2 to 3 assistants, and that's all I got. Thanks.
Okay, Levi, do you want to talk on behalf of Chris?
I will. So our station manager / vice president, Christopher Sill, cannot be here today. He has an RA meeting, but he has asked me to let you all know that just what he does, he handles just the station life in general, and things like card access and like organization of the station and file keeping, stuff like that, record keeping. He's not looking for any assistance this semester, but he says that he hopes to see you all in the station soon. And that is Chris's report, and then we move into mine. So hi everyone, I'm Levi. I'm the general manager / president, and I have quite a bit to talk to you guys about today. First things first, something that I did not write down in my notes, but everyone's been talking about. Assistance. If you want to be an assistant to one of the e-board members, which is a great way to gain experience and to just to like get more involved in the station if that's what you want to do. How we're going to do that is we will call for letters of intent, which is just a short half-page to one-page letter about what you do, like your position or your any previous positions or your major. You talk about your experiences and what you want to do for the station and why you think you would be a good fit for the position you're asking for. So we will call for those. Probably we'll send out an email soon, setting a due date and asking for those to be turned into whoever you are applying to be an assistant for, whether it's music director because Connor needs a lot of assistants, or
News.
Jenna who needs a few, news because news needs a lot. Whatever you're interested in, there's a spot for you in the station. So we'll be on the lookout for an email like that, and hopefully we can get some interest. So now onto the things that I have written down. I just want to say again, welcome. I'm so happy to see people here. It's been, last semester was a very long time without doing a whole lot, and I want to get out of that rut, kind of like stare COVID in the face and just do our thing anyways, safely, of course. So I want to talk a bit about our goals for the station this upcoming semester. One of the things that I'm pushing for is to update the behind the scenes work. We're currently working on updating the doctrine, I want to start looking at all the e-board meetings standard operating procedures, which is just a guidelines for how to do your job, and start looking at the station policies. So those are all available for you to read in the station if you want. If you don't, just be aware that they're there, and that we do have rules. We like to think of ourselves as a fun and very friendly atmosphere, but there are certain guidelines we have to follow. And we're hoping on updating that. So if you are interested in like legal jargon at all, could use some help. One of my other goals is just to get back to full operation. I want to return to as close as full steam ahead as we can get. With COVID, it's hard. We can't have too many people in the station at once. It can't be the friendly hangout spot that we all remember and wish that we still had. But hopefully we can get it there. We want to start doing more shows, start doing our legacy shows again, and get things rolling. And then a personal goal of mine is to leave the station at a good enough position that we can excel and actually do like the events, our large scale events and our legacy shows like we did last year. With having a relatively young e-board and not being able to do the things we normally do this year, I feel like next year is going to be a bit of a struggle to get back into it. It's going to be an uphill battle because you're starting from scratch basically. So my goal is to make sure that everyone knows what they need to do to make the station run like the well-oiled machine that it can be. Now for some housekeeping. Shows. We want to get shows back. So if you want to start a show, get trained ASAP. We're going to send out the training video, or we're going to send out the quiz for the training video soon. The training video is up on YouTube. You have to watch that and do the quiz to start a show. And then if you want a show or if you want to keep your show, email either Matt for CVF or Emily for DVO.
Yeah, the video's up on YouTube, and then the form is in the description. So whenever you want to get trained, click on the video, suffer through it, fill out the form at the end, and then make sure you're signed into your Fredonia account because it will track who filled out the thing. And then when you email Matt or Emily, they'll make sure that you have been trained by checking those results or asking me for those results.
Yes. And then one thing that I want to emphasize about shows is sanitize, please. We have cleaning guidelines for the booths and for the broadcast booths and the production booths, and for the station itself, and we need you guys to do that. That's the only that's the one stipulation that COVID has pressed upon us. We need to clean. And Jenna, our engineer, has done a great job setting out those guidelines for what you guys need to do. It's not difficult. It takes 3 to 5 minutes, and you'll be done. The station status, unfortunately, the station is still work only. We can't have it be a hangout spot, unfortunately. Hopefully, by the end of the semester, we'll be able to lift those restrictions a little bit, but it's looking like it's still going to be a while before we can have that be like people come in and play games on the floor again. As much as I miss it, it just can't happen yet. We're good for multi-host shows. We just have to have one host in Prod B and one host in the production or the broadcast booth. Unfortunately, you can still see each other through the glass and you can talk to each other on the mics, but just can't very much can't have you in the same booth. It's too small, too closed off. Assistants are welcome in the station to do your work. We'd love to see you there. We'd love to see you doing your thing. As long as you have a purpose for being in the station, you are more than welcome. Right now we have a cap of about 5 to 6 people in the station at once. And we can't really have many more than that in there. And please remember to social distance and wear masks at all times. There's sanitizer by the door and in every booth. It's really easy to keep yourself safe. Just be smart, guys. And that's about all I have. The only final order of business is our doctrine. So let's see if I can present my screen here. I'm just gonna run through the changes we have for all of you guys, and just let you know what we're planning on changing and how we want this to go. I hope that I don't mess up Jackson's stream too much with sharing my screen.
No, you're okay, boss.
All right. So just let me know in the chat if y'all can see this, and we'll get rolling.
You have a question about the training process. Did I assume if they were trained last year, they fill out the same form? Like we aren't gonna change any of that stuff.
It's the same form, yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if we yeah, it should just be the same
And
thing.
we're asking you guys to fill it out again just to make sure we have paperwork and everything in.
It'll have the date attached to it, so we'll know.
Yeah. So all of this here is just the bylaws and the guidelines and the description of FRS. And the top here, we didn't change much here, just a few grammatical changes. This is a big one. As some of you may know, we have community members as well as campus members who are students. We've had some problems in the past with community members, or with us getting in trouble because of community members using our facilities, which they are allowed to do, but the school doesn't like that sometimes. So we've written a clause in here saying members from the community who are not students of the State University of New York at Fredonia are permitted to use the broadcasting facilities to uphold the station's purpose of serving the campus and community. Community members shall not take away any opportunities from the fee-paying students of the State University of New York at Fredonia. That's just to protect ourselves, saying that if any of the community members take a show slot that was previously booked by a student and the student wants that slot, we have a safeguard to say that the students have priority. So just that's in there to help us with the school. A few more grammatical things. This is something we hold e-board meetings every week, and we want to add that we won't hold them during breaks, so just during the semester. We are doing some clerical work in changing the PR and webmaster positions and putting them under the staff representative position. That just makes sense to us because the person who is communicating with the staff should also be the person who's communicating with the student body and the community. Here we don't call it the library, we call it the archives, so we are changing it to the archives. Once we officially change the archives to the Andrew Collective, we will probably change that again in the doctrine, but for now, to avoid confusion, we're leaving it as the archives.
After we're done explaining this, because there are some new people in the chat, after we're done explaining this and do the vote, I'll just give a brief minute description as to why we're changing it to the Andrew Collective for the people that are confused.
Yes, please. Thank you, Matt. So here's a few more grammatical things just to keep everything consistent. Connor, our music director, has seen a lot more digital music coming in via email and things like that. So we want to just change this away from just CDs to incoming music. The wording here was odd. We don't have a community service and PSA department. So we wanted to change it to the news director shall oversee sports and community service / PSA engagement. And then we again talked about adding the social media accounts and PR to staff rep, and we'll just change it to, or we'll add this wording in my comment right here. A few more grammatic things. None of this is changing. This just states who's eligible to be on the e-board. We want to take this part out here because the wording of lines 4 and 5 in this section are very awkward. So we want to add this wording in the comment here to line 4 and delete line 5. The wording here was a little odd, so we want to change it to my comment on the side there. Change it from voting times and place, letters of intent, and date, place, and time of speeches to voting time and place, speech time and place, and letters of intent. We want to take out this here just to avoid confusion and redundancy and make this as clear as possible. We think that this says the same as this line, as line number 1. None of this is changing. This states the procedures for removing someone from the e-board. Here is where we have quite a few changes. This states all of the positions, operations, and management positions. We are removing the PR director and webmaster from the general manager position, from under the general manager position. Promotions manager, we're moving to under the business manager's position, just because they handle merch and promotional materials, and that fits best under the treasurer spot. The chief archivist and the archivist are moving under music director down here. We are making this plural, and then we fix some formatting issues with the bullets. We are taking this out because we are, the WCVF music director is just the music director. So that's redundant, we don't need it. We are also deleting the WDVM music director because it's just our music director. We're changing these just to one bullet that says assistant music directors because there is usually between 1 and 20 assistants at a time, and the wording here does not reflect that. We're removing the community service director because we haven't had one in years, and we are adding staff representative as a department head and adding the social media assistant underneath it. We are changing, or no, we are leaving this as is. Operations positions have the term of 1 year and must be reappointed every semester, or have the term of 1 semester and must be reappointed every semester. This is about our policies and how to change them. That's not changing. We want to change every mention of the general staff to general body because that is how we refer to you guys. So that'll be changed throughout the entire doctrine. We're changing this to staff rep because the staff rep is who does that job, and at least has been for the past few semesters. And then a few more clerical and grammatical changes for consistency. More just terminology that we're changing because it is more proper to do it this way. And then here it says expelled members must complete reorientation process before being allowed to return. We don't have a set reorientation process, and it will change by offense. So we are adding as defined by or per circumstance by the board of directors. That just gives us the ability to actually set out in detail what that process will be, instead of having a set one, which we don't. So we just want to make that as clear as possible, as transparent as possible. There is not an SA enforcement committee, so we're taking that out and just saying appeals beyond the board of directors shall be made to the student association. Just a formatting thing. The article should not be underlined, so we'll change that. And this is another thing. Amendments to the doctrine take 4 consecutive meetings for consecutive general body meetings, which it means it takes 4 months to change this. And we think that is a little ridiculous. So we're going to cut it down to 3 months. So we will vote once to amend the doctrine, again to approve the changes to the doctrine, which is what we're doing right now. And then we will vote again next meeting to ratify the doctrine and ratify the changes. We would usually have to vote twice, but as of ratification next meeting, this will turn to 1, so we only have to vote to ratify once. And then another thing, we just want to format that to where the article is not underlined. And that is all. I'm sorry, I know that was boring, but we had to get through it. So that is our doctrine, and those are the changes. At this time, I will stop presenting, and I would like to seek a motion. Anyone can make a motion. The motion would be, I move to approve the changes made to the FRS doctrine.
Did you want the poll for that?
Yes, if we can, but the motion has to be made first. Then we'll vote.
I will move to make a motion to approve the doctrine changes.
Second.
Okay.
Please.
Third, fourth.
A motion has been made by Jackson DeCarlo, seconded by Matthew Gillespie. All those in favor, please vote in the chat.
Okay, I totally said it first, but all right. Maybe my mic didn't pick it up.
Oh, Connor, I'm sorry, I did not hear you.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine.
Okay, it says FRS doctrine changes. Do you approve or disapprove of the proposed changes to the FRS doctrine? You click approve or disapprove, and then that's it.
Cool.
So I've
yeah,
got the results
and
live coming in.
Pop a vote.
Do we vote? We vote, right?
Yeah, Ebor can vote. Only I can vote.
Okay.
While you're voting, I'll just take the minute to explain that one thing that I was talking about. We were talking about changing the archive's name to the Andrew Collective. For those of you that are new, sadly, very recently, we had one of our members who was very valuable to us and was a very strong friend of all of us here that passed away. So we are going to change the archive's name to the Andrew Collective after his name and his favorite band, or Animal Collective, sorry. Yes, he was a very nice person, very genuine. Every single time he walked into the station, he had a smile on his face. We loved him very much, and we want to honor him for that. So that's why we're doing what we're doing.
Yeah, so if you guys come to the station, you'll see that we are dedicating the archives to Andrew and painting over top of the door the Andrew Collective, and we are commencing a plaque to be hung in the archives that will commemorate Andrew and dedicate it to his memory. And he spent a lot of time in there, and we feel that he was definitely deserving of such an honor that to have the archives named after him. He loved the aisles of records and CDs, and it's just a place that we want his memory to live on. So yeah, please come in and check it out. We're working on the painting now, and if you haven't seen the archives, it's a really cool spot. So definitely come in and check it out.
It looks like this doctrine was approved
unanimously.
Unanimously, yeah.
Look at that.
Crazy.
All right, thank you everyone. We will make those changes, and then next meeting we will vote to ratify.
Cool.
And then I'll send it along to SA, and we'll get that changed there. And with that, does any other eBoard members have any more comments?
Sounds
Happy
good. Valentine's Day. I love you all.
Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Jackson, could we leave the stream up for like 5 minutes in case anyone has any questions?
Yeah, I was about to say.
If you have any questions, yeah, drop them in the chat. And if you don't want to do that, you can email us, of course. The emails will be in the minutes sent out by Jules. Other than that, we're all set. Thank you, everyone, for coming, and
thank you, everybody.
Have a great night.
Have a great night, everyone.
All this.
Good night.
Chair seeks a motion.
I found it.
What?
I found the motion.
He was seeking, and then he found it.
Will you? Okay, you may have found it, but will you make the motion?
Yeah, sure.
I motion.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Second.
Third.
Fourth.
Okay.
Fifth.
I'll make this so hard.
You said second, so I said third. That's what comes next. Would you like me to say second instead? Is that how this works?
A motion has been made by Yasel to end the meeting. Seconded by
me. I'll second it.
Jackson. All those in favor? Cool.
There's a good question by Dylan. Do assistants from last semester need to resubmit letters?
Yes.
Yeah, you do. Them's the rules. Yeah, we do make them. Sorry.
Yeah,
We didn't. We're changing them,
anybody
actually.
who was my assistant last semester, if you have your letter of intent, just write like 9 more pages and then send it to me, and you'll be accepted.
Yeah.
I need a watercolor painting to accompany mine this
Yeah,
year.
I was gonna.
I
put
require the entirety of the Fitness Gram Pacer test, so I know you know sports.
I'm gonna need a portfolio of your 10 best poems that you've written in the past 6 months.
Matt needs to know who your favorite philosopher is.
Yeah, who's your
I
favorite?
require an entire thesis on mathematics.
Actually, Matt, genuinely, do you have like a favorite philosopher?
He's not a favorite. I mean, he's not like a philosopher, of sorts, but he.
No, I'm so curious.
No, he's a writer. His name is
Jared Leto.
No, his name's Charles Bukowski. Very good writer.
Cool. Wow, look at us. Look at us all.
What's better than this?
Just guys being dudes.
You can tell an hour has gone by because I'm currently like just a floating head. In
Darkness.
the room.
Yeah,
that's so dark.
Just in the void.
All right. I think
We got,
we're probably all
hang
set.
on. We got one more from Josh. Hey there. I would love to create a show and lend my voice to whatever projects people need from a speaking person for ads. Excellent. Aside from training, what else should I do to get in the loop?
Besides the training, you need to email either Emily or I, telling me or her what you want your show to be about, and just we're gonna ask you for some information after that, and like your card number and a bunch of other stuff. So whatever one you want to be on, WDVL or WCVF, just shoot one of us an email, and we will help you with all that paperwork.
I'd say also follow our social media pages. You're at the
Yes.
YouTube channel right now.
Subscribe to that.
We have what, an Instagram, a Facebook, Twitter. Who knows those? Because I don't.
Follow us on MySpace.
Also,
go ahead.
I was just gonna also just stop in at the station. We are on the first and a half floor of McEwen. If you come in the side of McEwen Hall, there's a staircase right to your left. Go up and then straight ahead. You'll see a sign above the door that says Fredonia Radio Systems, and we're right in there. So come visit us. One of us will be there. We're open 9 to 5, and come hang out. Don't actually hang out because we're not allowed to.
We'll come say hi, ask questions, and then we'll escort you out. Once your purpose has been fulfilled. Who's got a guitar? Who's playing guitar?
What are you talking about?
Someone slapping the bass.
Are those new pedals on your dresser right over there?
Yeah, that's so I have the 2 pedals I already have, but then I have a drum machine back there now, which I
okay.
It's very fun.
What were those 2 pedals you had again? An overdrive and a reverb, right, or something?
I have like a
gas
Boss distortion,
break,
like the regular ass like Boss distortion, and then a Keytron like envelope filter.
Ooh.
Make sure you have a clutch as well if it's a standard instead of an automatic.
Yeah.
I was about to say that. Oh, come on, Levi.
Wait, hold on. Get out.
Do Seinfeld.
Let's go.
Levi, you're muted if you're actually playing.
I don't want to hear this.
Well, thanks again, everybody, for coming to bear witness to the 2021 Fredonia Radio Systems team. Hope to see you soon. Join a team, be an assistant, have a show. We'd love to have you. If there are no more questions, I think I'd rather save you from this.
This outro music is perfect.
I'll
Right.
DI this right now and send it straight through the stream.
All right, everyone say
I
thanks
have the
and bye
tools.
bye, because I'm gonna press the funny button.
No, don't press the button.
Bye.
Everybody.
Thanks everybody. Bye bye.
Bye. See ya.